Vlogs. This is Regina Roy, and today's vlog entry is going to be a book review. Believe it or not, I have actually filmed this particular video about 3 times, and for whatever reason it's just not working to my advantage. So I'm going to film it one last time, and we're going to try to put it up today. So basically today's entry is going to be about a couple of the books that I've been reading, and I just want to go over some of them, let you guys know what I think about them, share thoughts, ideas, just stuff like that. But before I begin, I want to congratulate my Mavericks for making it to the finals. They are going to be playing against the Heat, and this time it's a for sure thing. They're going to play against the Heat, and this is just like in 2006 when they played against the Heat, but I fully expect a different ending from the last time this happened. But I am proud of them for making it this far. I also want to say congratulations to the Thunder for making it as far as they did. I know that, they lost against us, but I believe they showed a lot of heart. They did bring it every single game. They didn't make it easy for the Mavericks. I can't say that about every team out there, but I do want to say good job to the Thunder, and I fully expect them to become a very good team and to keep up the good work. So moving on, let's just go ahead and get started. I want to start off with this book, The Book Thief, which, I mean, I've talked to you guys about this in my What's Going On vlog. I told you guys I was reading it. Unfortunately, I haven't finished reading it. I'm still on page like 205. I'm finding it to be a slow read. Like, it's not boring. It's not hard. It's just, like, I don't know why. Like, I'm finding it so hard to read this book, and I'm kind of discouraged by that, because normally I'm like a really fast read. Like, I've read the last Harry Potter book in like 2 days, so I'm a fast read, and this book is taking me a while. Like, it's just taking me forever to get through, and I've heard so many good things about it. Like, the people who have recommended it to me told me it's a great book, it's amazing, you should read it, it's one of their favorite books. So I'm going to keep at it, but because I was discouraged, I kind of stopped for a second, and I started a couple of other books, and I'm going to start talking about one of those. It's called The White Queen. I don't have that book with me because I let my best friend Blessy Thomas, by the way, shout out to Blessy Thomas, who is a vlog hater. Apparently she let me know that she makes fun of my vlogs, and she says that if she ever does a vlog with me, then she would no longer be able to make fun of me, so she refuses. Blessy, all I have to say is don't hate the player, hate the game. But that's beside the point. I let her borrow the book. The White Queen is by Philippa Gregory. I did post a tweet about it. It's a good book. It's historical fiction. And if you're familiar with Philippa Gregory, I've read one other book by her. It's The Other Boleyn Girl. It was made into a movie starring Natalie Portman. So if you guys are familiar with that, her books are kind of along those lines. It's like stories that actually happen, but it has like a fictional twist to it. And she uses a lot of historical facts too. The book about the White Queen is in relation to Elizabeth Woodville, who was a commoner who became Queen of England through King Edward. I'm not sure which one, but basically during the Cousins' War, and it kind of segues into the story of the Lost Princes of the Tower, which is a mystery in the Tower of London. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, British royalty, any of that, but it was a good book. I do fully expect to read The Red Queen, which is the opposing story of the White Queen. So it's talking about the other queen who is in opposition to the White Queen. So it's kind of, I don't know, I'm going to read it. I'll tell you guys how it is as soon as I finish. The second book that I tweeted about this, and it's called The Hunger Games. I absolutely loved it. If you've been reading my tweets, like, it took me a day to read it. It was a fast read. Like, both the books, The White Queen and this, was a very fast read. I read it in a day. I bought it, read it the same day. And I guess, like, people have asked me what it's about. It's kind of hard to explain, so I'm just going to read the back for you guys real fast. And then that way you guys can get an idea of what it's about. In the ruins of a place once known as North America lies the nation of Panem, a shining capital surrounded by 12 outlying districts. The capital is harsh and cruel and keeps the districts in line by forcing them to send to all send one boy and one girl between the ages of 12 and 18 to participate in the annual Hunger Games, a fight to the death on live television. 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen regards it as a death sentence when she steps forward to take her sister's place in the game. But Katniss has been close to dead before, and survival for her is second nature. Without really meaning to, she becomes a contender. But if she is to win, she will have to start making choices that weigh survival against humanity and life against love. And so basically, it's kind of like a fantasy teen young adult fiction. This isn't normally my cup of tea, but it was recommended to me by Lisa Verghese, who has been mentioned on this blog before, and I just loved it. It's a book that comes in a series. It's not just one. I'm currently on the second one called Catching Fire. I'm taking this one a little bit slower because the series only contains 3 books, and I'm like, if it finishes, then what will happen to me? I kind of want to keep it up and keep reading. So I'm reading it kind of slower, but I am in love with the second book. The second book doesn't get any, it doesn't lose interest or anything. It keeps up the momentum. It is great. I would compare it to Harry Potter. I loved Harry Potter. I know I'm a heathen, but I loved Harry Potter, and I love the Hunger Games. And it's not just young adults that are interested. Like when I was at Barnes & Noble trying to purchase the book, there were so many adults that were looking for the same book. Like every other person that would go up to the customer service people and ask for help were asking about this book. So I definitely recommend it. It's definitely worth a read. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have for books. Basically, I am going to keep reading this book, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I finish it. And I kind of still have to finish Anna Karenina. I know, embarrassing. If you guys have noticed that I have not been steadily keeping up with my blog, that is my fault. I am just lazy. It's not because of anything else. It's like I have a list of things I want to talk about, but I don't have the momentum to put them up. I have a list of things. Just slap me because I'm lazy. So basically, let me know if you guys have anything that you want me to read, have any suggestions for me that you think I would love, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, post them below. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.